No matter how much the league might want to tamp it down, handing out technical fouls in game and fines afterwards, the reality is NBA players talk trash. From role players to superstars like legendary Motor Mouse, Larry Bird, and Kevin Garnett. There's always somebody on the court trying to get under their opponent's skin. It's often going to be Patrick Beverley. The league's reigning king of trash talk, Beverly is famous or infamous for the beefs he's gotten into with other players, stars, and even entire organizations. When his Minnesota Timberwolves eliminated the Los Angeles Clippers in last season's play-in, Beverly stared down Clippers owner Steve Ballmer and talked trash to the Clippers players. The NBA slapped him with a $30,000 fine for his troubles. Small price to pay for the chance to defeat and celebrate over the team that traded him away at the start of the season, seeing him as too old and injury-prone. Beverly might not be welcomed back by the Clippers organization, but fans in Los Angeles might be glad for his return. In the upcoming season, he'll appear with a Lakers jersey instead. But hardly free of controversy, because while LA fans might be happy to have Beverly back and Minnesota fans were sad to see him go, there is at least one NBA town where he'll probably never be welcome, which is Oklahoma City, where Beverly has often foiled the Thunder and been extremely vocal while doing it. While playing with the Clippers back in 2018, Beverly got into an altercation with a Thunder player who's been his frequent foil.
Did a good job just walking away.
Russell Westbrook and Patrick Beverley both issued technical fouls as words were exchanged going into that timeout. After the foul from Patrick Beverley, who went a little low on Russell Westbrook, and as we mentioned earlier, these two with a little bit of history.
Afterwards, he said fans in OKC needed to let go of their grudge against him. The response all the way from the top, not of the Thunder organization, but of the whole town, OKC Mayor David Holt said, "Nope." Patrick Beverley might not ever play for the Thunder or buy a home in Oklahoma City, but that player he was feuding with, the one at the center of his long-standing beef with the city, yeah, that's his new teammate, Russell Westbrook. Beverly and Westbrook have gone back and forth over the years, both verbally and occasionally with physical play in game. Both are highly emotional players, intense competitors, and not shy about airing their grievances. There is a ton of drama to invite for any one player, especially a role player, especially a 33-year-old role player. You could be forgiven for wondering if he's worth the trouble. The answer seems to be yes. Beverly has been a net plus in every year of his career, and his teams have reached the playoffs in all but one, in which he was sidelined by injuries. Somewhat strangely, his best year, at least by most catch-all statistics, was as a rookie. But lest it seemed like he might be washed up now, his second best was last year with the Timberwolves. Beyond the numbers, Beverly has consistently brought passion and excitement to wherever he plays. As much as fans of some opposing teams have come to loathe him, those of the teams he plays for tend to love him. His opponents have plenty to complain about, but his teammates have always praised his game and his leadership. One thing that's never been in question is Beverly's commitment to playing winning basketball. In typically blunt fashion, when he was traded to the Utah Jazz as part of Minnesota's bid to acquire three-time Defensive Player of the Year Rudy Gobert, Beverly made those priorities clear. He took to social media to ask if he and the Jazz were going to take Utah all the way, or if Utah was going to say they didn't need him and we can go somewhere else. Utah, in the midst of a fire sale as they prepare to tank their way toward a new look for the franchise, said they didn't need him. So after another trade, he ended up back in LA as a member of the Lakers, who it seems intend to team him up with longtime foe Westbrook, at least publicly. The pair have buried the hatchet as they prepare for a season as teammates rather than opponents. At the recent Lakers Media Day event, Beverly said Westbrook has been his best friend on the team since arriving and that they frequently train together. Ultimately, that's how most sport beefs, however public, end up going. It's not that they aren't honestly felt, but there is a performative aspect to them. You might genuinely be mad at somebody, but the reason you're talking about it on the court or in a press conference is in the hopes of provoking them to make a mistake on the next possession, or the next time that you play. Once you're on the same side, it's time to get over it. The catch in this case is that it's not clear that when the Lakers traded for Beverly, they necessarily wanted him to bury that hatchet. Beverly, like Westbrook, has played point guard for his entire career. After trading for him, the Lakers also added another veteran point guard, Dennis Schroeder, in free agency. The Lakers say they see Beverly as a 3-and-D wing. He can shoot threes and he's famous for his tenacious D. But he's 6'1". A lot of NBA wings have 6 inches height on him, but a few have a full foot. Talent, energy, and instinct go a long way, but that's a long way to ask them to go, especially for a team that was at its best when making a push to the NBA's 2020 Bubble Championship with one of the tallest lineups in the league. A team that was at its worst last year when it didn't even make the play-in game in part because of issues with Westbrook. Although Westbrook is a former MVP and for years was the league's king of triple-doubles, age doesn't seem to have been kind to his game. He's always been an extremely inefficient scorer, but for the Lakers last year, those inefficiencies were magnified. Worse, he proved to be an awkward fit alongside LeBron James and an even brighter star who also needs the ball in his hands. Rumors flew all summer that Westbrook would be moved, with many commentators seeing the Lakers trade for Beverly as yet another sign. Surely they didn't plan to pair these former foes who play the same position. Yet training camp is here and both are still on the roster, along with Schroeder. The Lakers say they're excited to bring Westbrook back. The rest of the league seems to be saying they'd be better because they're only going to take him in a trade along with his $44 million salary if he comes with a pair of first-round picks to sweeten the deal. Now that makes it hard to predict what kind of role Beverly can really play for the Lakers this year. On paper, he should have been a better complement to James and to Anthony Davis. He's a reliable three-point threat, a gifted defender, a spark plug whether off the bench or in the starting lineup. And most importantly, he's used to being a point guard who doesn't have the ball in his hands. Last year, he was fourth on the Timberwolves in touches per game according to Second Spectrum. He logged just 51 despite being the team's starting point guard. A year earlier, he was fifth in touches for the Clippers, still playing the point, still in a starting role. Most players at his position are used to initiating the offense, but Beverly started his professional career playing alongside James Harden, one of the highest usage rate players in NBA history. Beverly's ability to thrive off ball is almost certainly what made him an attractive target for the Lakers, who have had a lot of success running the game through LeBron James. If he's going to do that though, he needs to actually play alongside James. And that means playing with the starters. After being traded to LA, Beverly laughed at the idea that a former MVP like Westbrook would have to earn a starting role. Last year, Westbrook reputedly bristled at the idea of being brought off the bench. But it's hard not to picture that configuration making more sense for LA this year as long as both players are willing. If new Lakers head coach Darvin Ham makes that move or proposes it, Westbrook and Beverly's old enemites might look a little fresher. Those hatchets might not be buried so deep, and a decade of trash talk might start stinking all over again. Are you excited to see Patrick Beverley suit up for the Lakers? Do you think he should join their starting lineup? Do you think his intensity will light a fire under the team or turn into a distraction? Let us know in the comments below, and while you're at it, be sure to click that like button, click that subscribe button, and click that bell so that we can continue to deliver all the hoops information that you can handle.